Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you guys? Who's on with me? I'm sharing this out on the TikTok side. Good evening and welcome in. Hey, Cece, how are you? Good to see you tonight. I have your questions ready to go. And I've got a surprise at the beginning once we get started. And then we'll do questions, news, and then we're going to play true or false. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm going to try to share this out with a few more folks. Who else is with me tonight? Hey, Disneyac, welcome in. Good to see you. I've got a surprise to kick us off once we get going here, and then we'll cover questions, talk a little bit, and then play true or false. Boxer B, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for joining tonight. Just right at the bottom of the hour, so we'll give it a couple minutes. Hopefully we'll have others join, and then we'll get going. Hope I forgot to put my lens cover on my laptop to help kill some of the glare off my glasses, so you guys don't have to see that too much. Let's see if it works, and then I spin it out further, and it gets better. Clever little way to do that. Welcome in on the TikTok side. Hope you're doing well tonight. My name is Mike. If you've not been here with us before, we do this every Tuesday night at this time. We do some Q&A on Disney stuff, share some news, and then we have some fun, play some games. Sherry, welcome in. How are you? Hey, Dina, welcome in. Good to see you. We will get started here in a couple of minutes. Welcome in. We're going to start here in just a few more minutes. We're going to talk Disney. Got some questions. Blake, how are you? Am I gonna have the girls join separately again tonight so they can give me their own answers, Blake? Thanks for the share, Disneyac. Appreciate that. If you know anybody that would like to join us and listen in tonight, have them hop on either on the YouTube channel, Park Live Podcast, or on my TikTok channel, Mike_Disney Travel. Dina, we're getting closer and closer. I believe, well, for me, it's 77 days. So 11 weeks. So it's 79 days until our meet and greet on that Thursday. So excited for that. Let's see if I can share this on the TikTok side out to a few other people. Can't remember who I already shared it out with. Oh, well. They'll just get extra love if they get it a second time, right? You're coming on the 12th. So for you, it'll be 11 weeks tomorrow then. It's 11 weeks for me today. So 11 weeks tomorrow. It's just like, I think we talked about this last week. Once you hit 90 days, it feels like then it really starts to move along because you got that 60-day window to book dining, and then all of a sudden you're inside of 2 months, and it gets really super exciting. So I'm going to give it about 2 more minutes. Noli and Jillian, there you are. Howdy. How are you girls doing tonight? Remember, blink twice if your dad is forcing you to give the same answers as he is. It'll be our little secret. Don't tell him, though. Today is National Dog Day. Raise your hand if you are the proud owner of a dog. I'm not raising my hands. I do not own a dog. Both of my oldest sons, they own dogs. My middle son has an Australian Shepherd that is about almost 6 years old, 5.5 years old. And my oldest son, they have I think it's a Labradoodle. It's a big black dog. Super nice, but man, is it big. His tail packs a punch when he's wagging that thing and it hits you. Stacey's got a dog. Blake's got a dog. Dina's got a dog. Or maybe, no, Dina was saying hi to Blake. I saw your hand. Disneyac, my pup passed at 18 and a half years. Disneyac, that's incredible. Wow. I don't know that I've ever seen or heard anybody say that they had a pup that lasted that long. That's I mean, it hurts to lose a puppy, no doubt about it, but 18 and a half years, that's amazing. What a long run you had with your pup. That's so cool. When I was a kid growing up, we had a Dalmatian. Loved that dog. Absolutely loved that dog. I remember as a little kid, I was probably 4 or 5. We went to a farm over in Iowa to get it. And I just remember we pulled up onto the farm. I'm sitting in the back seat, and the mom and the dad Dalmatian come running out of the car. That daddy dog was able to look in the window at me. There was no way I was getting out of that car. Those things were huge. Dina does not have a dog. Let's see, Dina, you have so many things you want to do on the trip. Too many. Trying to plan her days and just can't decide. I hear you there. I mean, gosh, there's so many things to do. And I say this all the time. Eventually, we're going to take a trip where we don't go to the park at all, because there's so much to do in the bubble outside of the parks. But I've just never been able to get myself to make that trip and not buy tickets to the park. Stuff that I don't want to miss inside the park, whatever the case may be. But yeah, there's so many cool things to do in the bubble outside of the park. You can go over to Fort Wilderness Lodge to the horses. Helen's here watching quietly. She's in a lot of pain. Okay, Helen, I'm glad she's here. And hello, Helen's mom. I have your surprise for you. So I'm going to kick this off. We were just talking about the fact that it's National Dog Day, and folks who have a dog were raising their hand. We were talking about that. So I'm going to hop off camera for a second, because then I have a surprise. I'll be back in like 10 seconds. But I'll still be here so you guys can hear me talking. So hang on. I saved this one special just for tonight. This is the, second time I put it on. I had to try it on first. So here we go. Happy National Dog Day. Hopefully you can see that okay. I'm wearing my Pluto polo. I'm proud to say my youngest son, who is 19, bought this for me for Father's Day this past summer. So I've been waiting for the opportunity to wear it, and I thought tonight was perfect. I haven't gotten up the nerve to wear it to work yet, because I'm not sure how much grief I'll get. But this is coming with me to Disney when we come down in November. So I'll be wearing it for sure one of our days down at Disney. Thank you, Cece. I appreciate that. Thanks, Blake. Disney, I thank you. Yeah, so Helen was the one who reminded me that it was National Dog Day today. So right away, I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm wearing this tonight. So Helen, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks, Dina. Yeah, Blake, I'm absolutely wearing this shirt at Disney. I've got this one. I also have a Stitch. I say jersey. It's not a Spirit jersey. It's not the long sleeve Spirit jersey. It's like a baseball jersey, short sleeve that buttons up and has Stitch on it. I'll have that down there with me, and I'll wear that as well. So I'm excited for that. Then then I'll have other Disney shirts to wear on the rest of our days. So, all right, let's get rocking and rolling here. CC sent in a couple questions. Dina, you had a question. I'm going to cover those. I have just a couple short, like 3 one-liners for news, and then we're going to play true or false. And I already know what I'm going to play for next week's game, too. So excited about that. CC asked, is a non-party day a good day to attend Magic Kingdom? So there will be people that tell you to go to Magic Kingdom on a party day because the crowds are lower. Simply because if you're going to go to the Magic Kingdom and you're not going to the party, you tend to want to not go on a party day because you don't feel like you're getting your money's worth out of your ticket. So party days at Magic Kingdom are usually lighter attended, so you can get on a lot of the rides, which would be an argument to not go on a non-party day. However, CC, my answer is yes. I think a non-party day is absolutely a good day to attend the Magic Kingdom, and it's one that we always do. And for 2 reasons. A, I get a full day out of the park, not just 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. when it closes for the party, but 9 a.m. until 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. or whatever time the park closes. So that's one of the reasons why. The second reason is because I get happily ever after. If I go on a party day, I don't get the fireworks. Yes, I could go to one of the resorts and hang out there and watch the party fireworks at 10 o'clock at night or whatever time they're at, but I don't get happily ever after. So for me, going on a non-party day to the Magic Kingdom is an absolute. As a matter of fact, when we go here in November, we fly in on the 11th. We're going to go to the Magic Kingdom on the 12th, which is a non-party day. I want to see Happily Ever After. And more importantly for me right now, I want to see the new nighttime parade. So that's why we'll be going to Magic Kingdom on that day. Jessica, hello there. Thank you for the gift. I'm wearing my Pluto shirt in honor of today being National Dog Day. You really want cake that day? Yes, I do. Of course I want cake. Look, Jessica, let's be honest. I want cake every day. But absolutely that day I want cake. I'm excited about it. I still got to make sure Lori gets in touch with you too, though, as a matter of fact. But speaking of cake, and if you guys ever join me, which a lot of you do, I get off on tangents and start talking about all sorts of crazy things. So here we go. Speaking of cakes, this past Saturday night, we drove down to Lincoln, Nebraska to my niece's engagement party, which I don't think I've ever been to an engagement party before. So I didn't know what to expect. But they had food. They had Chinese food, which was really good. And they had cake, a nice big sheet cake. Well, we only stayed about an hour because Tanner, my 19-year-old, who came home for the weekend from college to be at the party, had a good friend of his birthday party that night as well. So we stayed for an hour and then left. And I'm driving back, and it's about a 45-minute drive from Lincoln to our house. And I'm like, oh, my God, they never cut the cake. I didn't get any cake. I was so bummed. I mean, when we go to graduation parties in the spring, that's like, for me, the thing I'm looking forward to the most is the cake. So absolutely. Yes, Jessica, I will make sure Lori texts you for sure. All right, so CC, yes, absolutely. For me, it's an absolute yes. Go to Magic Kingdom on non-party days. You get a Happily Ever After. You get the nighttime parade. All of that. Disney, luckily you don't have a sweet tooth whatsoever. That's a good thing. There are times that I wish I didn't. As a matter of fact, just before I came up here to do this, I ate a couple of brownies. CC, I'm going to do your second question now, and then Dina, I'll circle back for your question. So CC's second question was for Fantasmic over at Hollywood Studios. Is the accessible seating, so handicap accessible seating, does the person who needs it get to sit with their party, or do they have to sit alone, essentially? The simple answer is their party can sit in the rows up there by them. And I say by them because depending upon the circumstance, if the person in your party is, say, in a wheelchair and they cannot get out of the wheelchair to sit on the bench, then their party might be sitting a row in front of them or something like that, close, but not, shoulder to shoulder with them. The other answer could be no, depending upon the people in your party. If they want to sit way up at the front or they want to sit in a certain spot halfway down the rows or whatever, then clearly your member and your party in the wheelchair would be separated from them. But keep in mind, and this I think is really important for a lot of people, if you're going to be there and they're in a wheelchair or the scooter and they're parked up at the top, when the show is over, you might as well just kick back and relax for a while to let the crowd disperse out of there, because otherwise it's going to be incredibly frustrating for the person in the wheelchair or the scooter and their party that's with them, because you're just not going to move very fast, and it's going to be frustrating. So keep that in mind and kind of kick back, relax, and let the crowd disperse, and then you can get out more conveniently. Dina asked this question, and this is going to tie in probably to November for us. When do you think is the best time to try and ride Tron at the party? Your question went on to say, is it at 4:30 or during the first parade? So that was Dina's question. And I should say this, you guys, any of you, feel free to chime in with your thoughts or answers or opinions on things. I love to hear them as well. But my feeling would be this, Dina, the first parade would be ideal to go ride Tron, because most people will go watch the first parade, especially those with little kids who might not make it until midnight. Hey, Steve, welcome in. So families with little tykes that aren't going to make it until midnight will watch the first parade, and then they'll watch the fireworks, and then they'll hightail it out of there. So first parade is a good time to go do Tron, with one caveat in my mind: watch the weather. Because keep in mind, if you forego the first parade to go ride Tron, and then storms roll in and it's storming to beat the band, they may cancel the second parade. So you may miss out. So keep that in mind as far as if you're going to do Tron during the first parade. Unless you flip it and do it during the second parade, then you not necessarily have to worry too much about that. At 4:30, I probably would say no, simply because you have all of the day park members there, and you've got the party people that are showing up at 4:00. So it might be rough then. Oddly enough, you get closer to 6:00. Hi, Ruby. Welcome in. I'm glad to have you here. And Briggs is over on the YouTube side. Hi, Briggsy boy. For those that don't know, Briggs is my 2-year-old grandson. I just FaceTimed with him a little bit ago before hopping on here. He was eating French fries, dipping them in ranch, and then he was trying to feed me through Lori's phone with the French fries. So we had fun doing that. Anyway, so the park closes at 6. So guests that are in line to ride something can stay in line to ride it. But once they hit 6:00, if they're not in line, they will start to be shepherded out of the park. The party does not start until 7 p.m. So really between 6 and 7 might be a good opportunity to ride Tron. You might not have as many of the day guests still around getting in line or in line already. And your party people that are showing up closer to 6:00, they might be getting in line to see Jack and Sally, for instance, or at Christmas time to see Santa Stitch or something along those lines, Mickey and Minnie in their Santa or in their Christmas attire. So between 6 and 7 might be a good time as well, Dina. The later in the night you go, I think the shorter the wait will be. Now, I know, Dina, you're going to be in there in November, but for anybody who might be going during the Halloween time, if you're willing to forego the trick-or-treating, that's probably a great opportunity. Otherwise, one of the parades is going to be your best opportunity to do that. Wait a minute. Jessica Rue said hello. Then you said, wait a minute. Who wants to offer me a pickle? We got some talking to do about that. You'll be taking a break to change your outfits and return? Okay. Briggs is not offering me a pickle. That's for darn sure. I'm not so sure if Briggs likes pickles. I can't remember him ever eating one. So if I'm lucky, maybe he won't like pickles. Dina, what parade are you planning on seeing that night, or the group seeing that night? So, Dina, for me, I'm probably going to watch both parades. I'm a parade and fireworks are like the top thing for me when we go down there. I absolutely adore them. The toy soldiers, man, clop, 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 clop as they march down Main Street. I absolutely love that. Okay, Jessica, no worries. Absolutely love that. So I will definitely want to watch the first parade just in case something happens and we don't get to see the second parade. Um, but I'm probably inclined to be watching that second parade as well. I'll tell you, last September when we were there, the majority of us that were there for the party, we all gathered and watched the first parade. I think partly because some of the folks that were with us had no intention of staying until midnight. So they wanted to make sure they could see the first parade. So that's probably what we'll do for all of us that are there for the Christmas party. We'll plan on meeting up somewhere to watch that first parade together, and then people can scatter after that. But you'll probably find me watching both parades. So, okay. Dina, any other questions on the party night itself? And Cece, if you're still there, are you good with the questions I asked? Or the questions that I asked, the questions that you asked and the answers I provided. Yeah, Dina, I'm just a sucker for the parades. If I could get the parades to come back to Hollywood and Epcot and Animal Kingdom, I'd make sure I spent all day watching those things. Okay, good. You're good with the questions. Perfect. Thanks, Cece. But Dina, we got to start talking, right? Probably in the next few weeks, we got to start talking about the plans for those few days. Still up in the air whether or not the Christmas tree stroll will be happening at Disney Springs on that Thursday night. I'm hoping that they have it up and running by then because I really want to see it. Helen has already watched at least 5 to 6 Halloween parades. I love the Halloween parade, especially the Headless Horseman at the very beginning. Oh man, that just hair stands up on my arms. Lori said the Hollywood parades at Hollywood Studios were the best. Yes, they were. Remember, Lori, when they would throw out those little mini Nerf balls? I think we brought a half a dozen of those things back that one year. At least a half a dozen. So on the TikTok side, if you're with us right now and you're new here, welcome in. My name is Mike. I'm a travel agent that specializes in Disney. We do this every Tuesday night. I answer questions that folks have. We talk Disney, and then we play games. Disneyac, I still remember the ground shaking when the parade started at Hollywood Studios, the Elephant, Jasmine, Aladdin. Yes. I also really miss the March of the Stormtroopers when they brought those right down that main street in Hollywood Studios. That was so cool too. Yeah, Lori, it was very interactive. All of the Pixar characters, Toy Story, Incredibles. Gosh, I love that parade so much. That was such a fun parade. I miss that one. But again, I also miss Epcot and Animal Kingdom. And a lot of people don't even realize or remember or had been to the parks back in the days when they hosted the parades at Epcot or at Animal Kingdom. Those were really cool too. So anyway, yeah, Dina, the next couple of weeks, we'll start talking more specifics about the Park Life Party. I'm excited for that. CC, yes, the Animal Kingdom parade was epic. I really love that. It was so creative. And it was creative. It was unique. It wasn't just Disney characters, which I love that part of it. Okay, quick news, and then we're going to play True or False. Disney, I don't ever remember Epcot parade. Yeah, I think it was called, I think it was something Tapestries or the Tapestry of something or other. I'll have to look it up, but it used to be back in the World Showcase. I remember it like between America and France or the United Kingdom. I remember seeing it from over that area. I don't know if it made the whole loop around. That would be one heck of a long parade. Lori also misses the Animal Kingdom parade. Yeah, that was such a cool one. So anyway, okay, let's do news, and then we're going to play True or False. If you know anybody that wants to play games, get them on here with us. We're going to get ready to play True or False pretty soon. Blake, cover your ears for this one. Spaceship Earth is now closed for its couple-month refurbishment. I say a couple months. It could be a little bit longer than that. It's expected to open back up sometime later this year. Date has not been announced. For those of us that are going to be there for the Park Life Party, let's hope that date is November 13th, so we can see it on the 15th when we're there. Disney announced new Starlight Parade time starting August 31st. They're still doing 2 parades a night, which I'm excited about that. Starting August 31st, the parade times will be 8:30 and 10:30. Happily Ever After will fall in the middle of those times. So still at least through the end of August, or starting at the end of August, 2 parades at night, 8:30 and 10:30. Fingers crossed that they carry out those 2 parades per night into November when we're there, because I will want to soak that parade up as many times as I absolutely can, and enjoy the heck out of it. And then for any of us that are going to be there during that week, if you're going to be park hopping or you're going multiple days and going to the parks, they announced that at Animal Kingdom, the new Zootopia Better Zoogether, which is the 4D show in the base of the Tree of Life that's taking the place of Bug's Life. That show opens up on November 7th. So just a handful of days before Lori and I get there. So I'm excited about that. I look forward to that show. I'm also looking forward to riding Dinosaur one last time before that ride closes down. Excited to ride Test Track at Epcot since it's reopened, to see how it looks compared to Test Track 2.0 that closed last year, and compared that to Test Track 1.0 when it first opened way back when. Another thing added to the list. The nice thing, Dina, about Animal Kingdom is right now there's not a lot of things to add to the list for that park. So even if you're going to be there for half a day and park hop somewhere else, I think you can knock out a few things. Jessica, yes, Dinosaur is violent. It's a chiropractor kind of ride, but I want to do it one last time before it closes down. And then totally excited for what will come with the brand new Indiana Jones ride. So that'll be pretty cool. Let's see here, Jessica. I walked into the pole in line to meet Rapunzel and Tiana very hard. Got a big bruise, then rode a dinosaur after. So maybe it wasn't so much the ride was rough, it was the attack of the pole. Maybe that was the problem. Just kidding. Okay, you guys ready to play true or false? I'm going to keep score. I'm going to write down your answers. I'm going to try to keep score. I always say that and then I fail. The spread of the bruise was intense. You must have walked with some intent into that pole, I'm sure. Okay, we're going to go true or false. I have 25 true or false questions, and then I want to tell you about what we're going to play next week. It's going to be a twist on what we did last week, the week before. I can't remember now. They all run together after a while. Okay, true or false? Walt said, if you dream it, you can do it. Jessica, fun fact, you're pretty clumsy. Jessica says false. Disney X says true. Blake says false. Cece says false. Noli says false. Dina says false. The answer is false. It was actually written by an Imagineer for the Horizons attraction at Epcot in the 1980s. So long past Walt's passing. But boy, can't you just picture a 1960s Walt Disney saying that? If you dream it, you can do it. I mean, that totally sounds like him. Okay. Next, true or false? Walt Disney World Railroad operates 4 steam-powered trains. True or false? Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom operates 4 steam-powered trains. Disney X says true. Dina says false. Blake says false. Jessica says true. Cece says false. Dina says false. Noli says true. Okay, that's good. I know that your dad's not forcing you to say his answers. So we're good now. I feel much better. Pluto feels better too. Okay. The answer is true. There are a total of four steam-powered engines at the Magic Kingdom. They were all built between the years of 1916 and 1928. So even the quote-unquote newest of the steam-powered trains at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom are almost 100 years old. Crazy. All right. Next question, true or false? The World Showcase Lagoon is the largest body of water at any Disney park around the world. Question number 3. Disney says false. Noli says false. Blake says true. Cece says true. Jessica says true. Dina says false. Has everybody answered? I think so. Okay. The answer is true. It is the largest body of water at any Disney park around the world. It's kind of a trick question, and you could kind of read it both ways because immediately I thought, heck no, it's not bigger than Seven Seas Lagoon. But Seven Seas Lagoon sits outside of the Magic Kingdom, so it's technically not at any Disney park. So a little bit of a trick question, but nonetheless. All right, 1, 2, 3. Question number 4. Tiana's Bayou Adventure, originally Splash Mountain, is the tallest mountain in Florida. Number 4, question 4. Yeah, Disney Act trickery. Noli says false. Blake says false. Disney Act says false. Dina, false. Jessica says false. Cece says false. So you guys are saying it's false, huh? You are correct. What's the answer? If it's not the tallest mountain in Florida, what is the tallest mountain in Florida? Bonus points if you can guess this one. It's not a true or false. Fill in the blank. The tallest mountain in Florida is... Jessica, I don't know what Britain is. Blake, Cece, have it correct. I'm waiting for Jessica to tell me what Britain's supposed to mean. The correct answer, tallest mountain in Florida, is Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. I believe it's 199 feet tall, 198, 199, somewhere in the neighborhood. Oh, high point in Florida, but not a mountain. Gotcha. Okay, let's go to number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have numbered these things, darn it. Number 5, true or false? The Disney bus fleet transports 65 million guests annually. That's a 6, a 5, and 6 zeros. True or false? Bus fleet at Disney transports 65 million guests annually. Disney X says true. Noli says true. Jessica says false. Cece says true. Oops. Blake has a true. Dina, true. I think that is everybody. In the unbelievably, the answer is true. 65 million people, guests annually on the Disney bus fleet. Now, I think they somehow count based on the attendance on the bus. So, like myself, I would count multiple times in that 65 million throughout my vacation riding the buses. All right, let's go to number 6. Sticking with transportation, and my favorite one, since opening in 2019, so almost 6 years ago, the Skyliner has traveled more than 1 million miles. True or false? You beg to differ with what? That the Skyliner is my favorite mode of transportation? There's no doubt about it. Cece says true. Blake says true. Dina, true. Noli, true. So Jessica's cheating. She's looking my answers up after I asked the question. The publication I looked at said 65 million guests annually on the buses. Did I get everybody on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yes. So number 6, the answer is true. Can you believe that? I mean, if you've ever been down there, whether you've ridden the Skyliner or not, I'm sure you've seen it. 1 million miles? That's insane to me. All right, number 7. The ride It's a Small World is the only ride you can find at every Disney theme park around the world. Question number 7. Small World, It's a Small World is the only ride you can find at every Disney theme park around the world. Blake says false. Cece says false. Noli says false. DisneyX says true. Jessica, what do you got for your answer? It's a Small World. It's the only ride you can find at every Disney theme park around the world. Dina says false. Hey, Chris, how are you? CW, we're playing true or false. Thanks. It's a National Dog Day. I had to wear it tonight. So, Jessica, just toss a guess out there. True or false? Chris, the question, if you want to play, join in. Briggs agrees. It's a Small World is the only ride you can find at every Disney theme park around the world. That is the question right now. So, true or false? Jessica says false. What say you, Chris? Chris says he thinks it's true. The correct answer is false. So, those that said false, I think my trues were over for the most part, although Jessica said false. So, the ones that said false, they got it right. You want to lob what you think the answer is? And if you said true, now that you know it's not true, you want to guess which ride is the only ride that exists at every Disney theme park around the world? I thought Small World was obviously I made the questions up, so I thought it was a pretty good answer to stick in there. Seemed believable. Jessica said the train. No, not the train. Good guess, though. Anybody else with a guess? Don't be Googling, just a guess. Chris says Pirates of the Caribbean. Good guess. Blake just said Pirates as well. Good guess. They are not correct. Dina said the Carousel. Good guess as well, but also not the answer we're looking for. Chris just said, oh, Jessica with Jungle Cruise, one of my favorite rides, but no. CC just hit it. Blake guessed Haunted. That was not it. Disney Act just said Peter Pan. That's not it. CC comes in with the right answer. The only ride that exists at every Disney theme park around the world is Dumbo. How about that? Pretty cool. All right, number 8. Rock and Roller Coaster. Still with Aerosmith. Rock and Roller Coaster is the fastest ride at Walt Disney World. True or false? Is it the fastest ride at Disney World? Noli says false. Disney X says false. And Jessica, you have to say true or false. You can't ask me a question about the answer. That's not how the game works. Chris says true. CC says false. Blake with false. Jessica with false. CC said false. Oh, I think I already had written down there. Sorry. Am I missing anybody? Dina, do you have an answer? If you're still with us. Is Rock and Roller Coaster the fastest ride at Walt Disney World? Dina says true. Okay. But wait a minute. You're inquiring with your friend agent. So, but your friend / agent will answer after he gives the answer. And the answer is false. But Jessica, you only get half a point because Jessica asked me, isn't Tron faster now? It may be, but that's not the fastest ride at Walt Disney World. The fastest ride at Walt Disney World is, who wants to throw it out there? Don't be shy. The fastest ride at Walt Disney World is... Nope, not Guardians, Jessica. I could give you a clue, but I think I might give it away. So I'm going to... Blake got it. Test Track is the fastest ride at Walt Disney World and has been for quite some time now. It hits 64.9 miles an hour. I think Test Track or Guardians and those others are closer to 60. All right. Back of my page for number 9. All right, here we go. Getting ready for Christmas. This is a good one. The Christmas tree inside the Magic Kingdom is the tallest Christmas tree at Walt Disney World. True or false? Disney X says false. This is question 9, yeah. Blake says false. CC says true. Jessica says false. Oh, Kylie joins in. Hi, Kylie. Kylie said false. Jessica said false. Noli says true. Dina says false. Okay. The answer to number 9 is false. Yes, Jessica is correct. The tallest Christmas tree at Walt Disney World is the one at the Contemporary Resort. Magic Kingdom tree is 65 feet tall. The tree at the Contemporary is 70 feet tall. Close. So that was question number 9. All right, number 10. After number 10, I'll sum up where we're at with scores and see who's got what. How's that sound? Number 10, Dumbo's real name is Tumbo with a T like Tom. Dumbo's real name is Tumbo. True or false? Disney X says false. Blake says false. CC with the false. Noli false. Jessica says false. Dina with false. I think I got everybody. That is the correct answer. It is false. Dumbo's real name is Jumbo Jr. Jumbo Jr. All right, I need to here, let's do this. Put everybody's name down. Dina, Disneyak, Noli, CC, Blake, Jessica. I think those are the 6 that have played so far. So let's see here. Dina. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do this real quick because otherwise it'll take me a really long time later. Disney, I got that one. Noli. Jessica, I got that one. Number 3, Blake, Jessica. Number 4. Everybody got number 4 right. Clearly that was too easy. Number 5. Number 6. Cece got it. Blake got it. Jessica got it. Nina and Noli. Number 7. Blake. Cece. Noli. Number 8. Dina. Number 9. Cece, Noli. And number 10, everybody got 10 right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 8, 9. Okay, if my tally is correct, no half points, not allowed. All right, I gave you full point for that. If my notes are correct, and sometimes my handwriting is hard to read, I have Blake with 9 correct, Jessica, CC, and Noli with 8 correct, and Dina and Disneyak with 6 correct. And if I miscalculated in any way, I apologize. But we move on. Number 11. True or false, Mulan is set in Japan. Number 11. True or false, Mulan is set in Japan. Cece says false. False for Jessica. Noli says false. Disneyak says false. Blake says false. Dina says false. I'm going to do this at the same time. Y'all got that one right. It is false. The correct answer is China. Thought I'd try to trip somebody up there. Number 12. In the movie Tarzan, Elton John sang, "You'll Be in My Heart." The torch wall is not in Japan. Jessica, I know. I was just trying to see if I could fool somebody. Elton John sang, "You'll Be in My Heart" in Tarzan. True or false? Blake says false. Cece with false. Noli with true. Jessica with false. Disneyak true. Dina with true. Oops. Okay. The answer is false. The song You'll Be in My Heart in the movie Tarzan was sung by, anybody want to give the correct answer who sang that song? Yes, CC is correct. Phil Collins sang that song. So let's see here. Blake, CC, Jessica. Okay. On to number 13. Ariel is the princess who falls in love with Prince Philip. True or false? Ariel, yeah, Disney trickery. That's right. Ariel is the princess who falls in love with Prince Philip. True or false? Jessica with false. Cece with false. Noli false. Dina false. Disneyac false. Blake with false. I think I got everybody's answer in. I'll have to look at that a little bit, Jessica. You are all correct. The answer is false. Which princess did fall in love with Prince Philip? Ariel fell in love with Eric, yes, Tina, but which princess fell in love with Prince Philip's? So Ariel fell in love with Eric. Aurora, aka Sleeping Beauty, fell in love with Prince Philip. That's right. It is Aurora or Sleeping Beauty, whichever you want to go with. Perfect. Okay. Number 14. There are 12 princesses that make up the Disney Princess franchise. True or false? There are 12 Disney princesses that make up the Princess franchise. And I'm not going to give you like 5 minutes to start counting them all in your hand. You get like 30 seconds and then I'm calling it. Disneyac says false. I like your promptness with your answer, Disneyac. Noli says false. Blake says false. I know one of you guys are going to go counting in a little bit. Everybody said false. So we may have to do some counting because the source that I relied on said the answer was true, that there are 12 princesses that make up the Disney Princess franchise. So we could count them all, or we can just move on, whatever you guys want to do, or we can come back. Let's finish true, false, and then we'll come back. How about that? Let's do it that way. Go to 15. Belle is from France. True or false? Belle is from France. Noli says true. This is question 15. Blake says true. Disneyac says true. Dina with true. Cece true. And Jessica true. It is true. You guys all got that right. That's question 15. I'm going to go ahead and tally real quick. Oops. No change in lead. Blake's leading with 13, Cece and Jessica 12, Noli at 11, and Disneyac and Dina at 9. Question number 16. True or false, Queen Athena is Ariel's mom? Queen Athena is Ariel's mom. True or false? Disney X says false. Cece says true. Blake says false, question mark. Noli says false. Jessica says true. Dina with false. Queen Athena is Ariel's mom. That is true. So Cece and Jessica pick up. They're now tied with Blake. Question 17. Aurora, otherwise known as Sleeping Beauty, is the third Disney princess in the Disney lineup. True or false? Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, is the third princess in the princess lineup. Blake says false. Jessica says true. Disney X says false. Cece says false. Noli says false. Dina, what do you got? True or false? Aurora is the third Disney princess. Disney, she says false. I have that as being true. Snow White was the first and Cinderella was the second. You guys are going to probably challenge me on that one. Okay. Oops. Next page. In Beauty and the Beast, Belle's dad is named Francois. From France. Belle's dad's name is Francois. True or false? Jessica says false. Blake says false. I think CC with false. Noli said false. Dina, false. Disney X says false. You are all correct. It is false. Belle's dad's name is Maurice. All right, number 19. True or false? Merida's horse's name is Angus. True or false? Merida's horse's name is Angus. Jessica, true. Oops, this is number 19. Noli, true. Blake, true. Disney Act, true. Cece, true. Dina, true. You guys all got it. That is correct. Merida's horse's name is Angus. I think I forgot to... Or everybody got the last one right as well. Okay. Number 20. Princess Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, is also known by the name Briar Rose. True or false? Princess Aurora is also known by the name Briar Rose. Disney X is true. Noli, true. Blake, true. Jessica, true. Cece, true. Dina, true. You guys all got that one correct. Point for everybody there. Let's go to 21. I'll just finish these out, then I'll tally them up. In the movie Tangled, Rapunzel's hair is 100 feet long. True or false? Rapunzel's hair is 100 feet long. Jessica says false. Disney X says true. Blake and Cece false. Dina and Noli false. The answer is false. So, for those that got that correct, how long is Rapunzel's hair? No bonus points, but it'll help you sleep better tonight. Jessica, you are correct. Jessica's answer, Rapunzel's hair is the same length as the height of the contemporary Christmas tree, which is 70 feet. Yes, Blake just said 70 before I said it out loud. You got it. Okay. Number 22. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I think I said I had 25. I have 26. Okay. Clearly, I can't count. Question 22. I'm going to do a 26 over here then. Buddy Pine is also known as Gazer Beam in the movie Incredibles. Buddy Pine is also known as Gazer Beam in the movie Incredibles. True or false? Oh, I got to do a little puzzle piece over here. Oh, I didn't like that. I got to match it like perfectly or it spits it out. There we go. Okay, Disney X said false. Jessica said false. Blake, false. Question mark. Dina, false. Noli, false. Cece, are you still with us? Buddy Pine is also known as Gazer Beam in Incredibles. Gonna give her about 5 seconds. All right. The answer is false. Buddy Pine is Syndrome. He became Syndrome. You got it right. Disneyak, Noli, Blake, Jessica. Okay, 23. Captain Hook's ship is named the Jolly Roger. True or false? Captain Hook's ship is named the Jolly Roger. Noli says true. Hope someone 23. Blake says true. Jessica says true. Dina says true. Disneyak, is that false from this question? I don't want to put you down for an answer if that was the last question's answer. Sorry if I missed that. Okay. And Disneyak says false. Correct answer, Captain Hook's ship is the Jolly Roger. That is true. Jessica, Blake, Noli, Dina. Okay. 3 to go. Number 24. Sugar Rush is the kingdom in Alice in Wonderland. True or false? Sugar Rush is the kingdom in Alice in Wonderland. Dane, hold that question. We'll answer that in a minute. Okay, Blake says false. Noli, Dina, Disneyak, and I saw your comment, Disneyak. I'll fix that. Jessica says false. And Dane, while you're hanging out, if you want to finish playing true or false with us. We got a couple questions left. The correct answer is, for number 24, false. Sugar Rush is the kingdom in Wreck-It Ralph, not Alice in Wonderland. All right, number 25. Got two left. Randall Boggs is the villain in Princess and the Frog. Jessica, you said false. No. Disney says true. Blake says false. Dane has true. Noli, I'm not sure. And Dean, I'm not sure if you've answered question 25 yet or not. All right. So question 25. Yes. If you've already answered, don't send it. If you haven't answered yet, put 25 dash and then your answer, because I'm getting lost here. So the question is, Randall Boggs is the villain in Princess and the Frog. True or false? So it's question 25. That's okay. No worries, Dina. Okay, Jessica says 25 false. Thank you. Disneyak, I had you down for true. Blake, I had you down for false. Dane, I have you down for true. Thank you for sending it that way. Dina, false. Noli, false. Thank you. All right, perfect. The answer to number 25 is false. Randall Boggs is the villain in Monsters, Inc. He's the slithery snake creature that can disappear and camouflage into things. So let's see, here we got okay, last question. The first ever chameleon. Thank you, Jessica. I said snake like chameleon. The first ever Disney villain was Maleficent. True or false? Number 26. The first Disney villain was Maleficent. Noli says false. Blake says false. Disneyak and Dane say false. Jessica says false. Dina, what you have for your answer? Dina with false. Hey, Single Dad, welcome in. Good to see you. The answer is false. The very first Disney villain was whom? I'll let you guys put that in the chat if you'd like. Yep. Peg Leg Pete. I don't know who Peg Leg Pete is, but the first Disney villain was the evil queen in Snow White back in the 40s or 50s, 40s, whatever it was. All right, let me finish doing my math here. 11, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 17, 21. All right. Winner tonight is Jessica. She had 22 correct. Blake with 21. Noli with 19. Dina 17. Disneyak 15. So there you have it. There's true or false for tonight. Dane, I want to come back to you. Hopefully you stayed with us. I'm going to scroll back up. Dane's question, and all of us can answer this one because I think all of us have probably experienced this. Dane, man, gosh, it was way back here, wasn't it? Dane asked, how do I get rid of the post-Disney blues? I just got back today. So, and again, anybody in the chat, chime in. If it's on the YouTube side, I'll read your responses out loud so Dane can hear them. And obviously on the TikTok side, I'll do the same so everybody can hear. Jessica said, book another trip. Blake just said, plan another trip. That's the probably the most popular answer you're going to get is to book another trip. Oh yeah, Disney Act. We'll try to name all the princesses too, because I think somebody said that they saw it was 13. So anyway, book another trip is absolutely something you could do, or at least start planning another trip. If you stayed on property, you have 7 days from the day you check out to book another trip with what's called a bounce back offer or return offer. You get anywhere between 20 and 35% off of your resort stay on the bounce back offer. So it's a great chance to book another trip and save quite a bit of money. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. Jessica said, look through the trip memories you made on the one you left. The single dad, book another trip, put up Disney pics of your trip around the house. That's a really good one too. Obviously, you want to reflect as much as you can on the trip that you had. And if you plan to go in the future, even if it's not immediately that you're going to book another one, but you're going to plan to go a year, 2, 3 years down the road, take inventory of the things that you really, really loved and enjoyed and want to do again. Take inventory of the things that you did that were okay. And maybe take inventory of the things that you didn't get to do, or maybe you didn't know about and you saw that they existed down there and you didn't get to do them, so that you have your wish list for the next time you go. Dina just said, watch live streams so you feel like you're there. You can absolutely do that. Watch YouTube videos, find your favorite rides and watch people on those. Jessica said, our trip in November is going to be the best ever. It absolutely is going to be amazing. I can't say that it will be the best ever in case Briggs is still watching, because I don't want him to think that that trip wasn't the best ever. But it will be absolutely amazing. I'm totally looking forward to it. And again, Jessica on the TikTok side, Dina on the YouTube side. I know the two of you are going to be there. And then in the coming weeks, we got to get everybody else who's going to be coming with us to hop on our live so we can talk about these things and the things we want to make sure we do and plan and that sort of thing. Dane said, thank you all. These were really great tips. Perfect. Thank you, Jessica. She said, yes, the trip for me with Briggs was the best ever. Single dad is going for Christmas. Can't wait. It is amazing. I'm a Christmas guy, period, whether I'm there or not. So getting to be there is like over the top special. The colors, the lights, the smells, the scents, the sounds. Disney's imagination is off the chart as it is. But just all of the decorations and what they do, just is top notch. So you're gonna have an amazing time. Yes, the snow down Main Street and over at Hollywood Studios. One of my favorite things during Christmas time that doesn't get talked about a whole lot is the projections that they do on the Hollywood Hotel, the Tower of Terror ride. Just beautiful Christmas projections up on the hotel there. Make sure you get a chance to see that at night. Spectacular. So single dad, that's awesome. You'll have to let us know how your trip goes and what you thought. I know, Jessica, I know you're on and you're a huge Halloween person. And so some people would prefer to be there at Halloween as opposed to Christmas, and some Christmas as opposed to Halloween. I say split the difference and try to be there for both. Jessica said, I can't wait to have a picture like we are gifts under a Christmas tree. I love that. And that reminds me, it'll be 2 years ago this December when Lori and I were down there. And We were waiting for the nighttime. We were at the Christmas party. We were waiting for the parade. We were standing right in front of the giant Christmas tree on Main Street facing the castle. So the parade would be coming right at us. And we were still waiting for it to come. And I happened to look back, and there was a photo pass photographer taking pictures of people. They were lined up. And I happened to look just in time. And I mean, whether you want to call it Disney magic or Christmas spirit, Christmas magic, whatever it was, I turned in time to see a couple getting their picture taken with a photographer, which on the surface, it's like, so what, Mike? It's a couple. They were probably 80 years old, holding hands, had their Christmas sweaters on. It was just the most adorable thing ever. And it just touched my heart. It made me smile. No, it wasn't a proposal. They were 80 years old, but it just touched my heart in such a magical way to see Disney love happens at any age. It was so cool. I'll never forget that. That was so neat. Okay, Jessica said you did love Halloween there, but you're here for the full Disney experience. We are going to get the full Disney experience. Absolutely. For those that are interested, on the 12th, sometime afternoon-ish, Jessica, we still got to figure that out. Back at All Star Movies, Jessica's going to have a birthday cake for her little princess Ruby, who, gosh, I hope I get this right, Jessica, she turns 8 on the 12th. That's her actual birthday when many of us get down there. So if you're there and can join us, we are going to celebrate Ruby and her 8th birthday, which is actually on the 12th of November when we're all there. So that'll be exciting. I can't wait for that. Let's see here real quick. If you're planning on being down there for Halloween at all and looking to do a Halloween party and you've not bought your tickets yet, these party dates are sold out. The rest of August, which isn't but a couple days, is sold out. September 2nd, September 5th, September 9th, 12th, and 19th are sold out. October 7, 9, 10, and 31 are sold out. Any other dates are still available for the Halloween party. No dates for the Christmas party or Jollywood have sold out yet. So if you're going to be there and have not bought your party tickets yet for Christmas, you still have time, but it's just a matter of time before those start to fall into that category of being sold out. Okay, so if you're listening and you're hearing us talk about November and you have no idea what we're talking about, we are taking the Park Life podcast, taking it on the road, doing a Park Life party November 13th, 14th, and 15th at Disney World. On Thursday the 13th, we are going to meet up at Disney Springs that evening and do the Christmas tree stroll, hang out, enjoy each other's company, get to meet a lot of people for the first time. Single Dad, thank you. Said, by the way, love your shirt. This is in honor of it being National Dog Day. My youngest son, who's 19, bought this for me for Father's Day. He ordered it online while he was down at college still in the spring. Ordered it and had it shipped to home. So that was pretty cool of him. So I saved it for this occasion. But anyway, yeah, so Thursday, November 13th, Christmas tree stroll at Disney Springs. We will be at Animal Kingdom during the day that day and then head over to Disney Springs, probably grab dinner at something quick like the Polite Pig or Blaze Pizza or Earl Sandwich, something like that. And then we'll all get together around 7 o'clock and have a good evening together. Friday, November 14th is Magic Kingdom Day during the daytime. And several of us have party tickets for the Christmas party that night. Totally excited about that. We will be at the Magic Kingdom during the day. We will probably leave midday, if I had to guess, around 1 or 2, go back to the resort, rest for a little bit, change into our Christmas attire, and head to the party for that night. And I'm staying until the party closes at midnight. And then the next morning, we're going to rope drop Epcot and have a great time there. And again, at Epcot on that Saturday, November 15th, Bowling for Soup is performing over in the American Pavilion in that kind of open air auditorium area. Great Escape. Wait, you have upcoming trip. Yes, November 13, 14, and 15. There's several of us on either TikTok or Hey Brooke or on YouTube that will be there 13th through the 15th. But then, yeah, that Saturday at Epcot, Bowling for Soup is performing. And then the next day, on Monday the 16th, the Beach Boys are performing at Epcot. I might go back that night for that show. It's too bad Brian Wilson just passed away recently, but it'd be pretty cool to be able to say that I got to see the Beach Boys perform. How's it going, Brooke? How's school going? Like my National Dog Day shirt that I'm wearing? Let's see, Dina, anything that I missed? Anything you wanted to cover in regards to November? Questions that you have? We're getting close to anybody who wants to book dining. We're getting closer and closer to that window of 60 days. Probably, I think we are going to book Tepanito at Epcot for that Saturday evening. And I'm leaning on maybe doing breakfast at Crystal Palace. I'm not sure yet. So, Blake, how many days until you go? Or Noli or Jolene, you guys can answer. How many days until you guys go? It's got to be getting pretty close. Dina, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I also wish they would bring the doggone luau back. Blake, 15 more days, so like 2 weeks from tomorrow. That's incredible. It's like almost time to start packing. It would be fun. Anybody who's interested, if a group of us got a table together at Tepanito. That's the Japanese restaurant in Epcot. They do the hibachi style dinner in front of a group. Always fun. Every time I go, the chefs are amazing. The last time we went, which it's probably been 2 years now, our chef had only been there like 1 week. She was one of the best, one of the absolute best chefs I think we'd ever had. A lot of them stack the onions and do the volcano and the choo-choo train. She did some really cool things that I'd never seen somebody do before, which I thought was amazing. Jessica, meat and veggies only. Somebody take your rice. I would happily take your rice. Happily. As a matter of fact, that reminds me, one of the meals I'm making this week is chicken stir fry on our Blackstone. Hey, look at that. Brooke's over on the YouTube side now. You're jumping back and forth. Brooke on TikTok, Jessica said hi to you. And I asked how school's going. Love rice, but it doesn't love you. I understand that completely. Blake, how do you go about booking the bounce back? Is there a time limit that you have to make the next vacation? Yes, Blake. So on the date that you check out, from that date, you have 7 days after to book your bounce back trip. You can also book it while you're down there. You don't have to wait until your checkout day to book it. I've actually had a couple of clients who were down there on their vacation, and like on day 2, they pinged me and said, these are the dates we want to go. Go ahead and book our bounce back. Jessica Brooks said, hey, Jessica, school's going pretty good. I need to reach out to you. You need to reach out to me, Brooke, or you need to reach out to Jessica, or both of us. Either one would be fine. Let's see here. What is Jessica you're saying here? You know what else I'm going to love at Disney? The turkey leg. Oof. Pickle. You can have all the pickles you want. Frozen banana sounds good, though. Brooke Jessica said you could reach out to her, too. She misses you. So Blake, anytime while you're on your trip, once you've checked in, you can book the return trip, or anytime 7 days after checkout, you can book it. Absolutely. And if you want me to help you and do that for you, I'd be happy to do that. If not, no worries. This is a no pressure zone. Brooke, you know how to get me. As soon as we disconnect with this, you can call me if you want. All right. It is about time to wrap up, though. We've been going almost an hour and a half. Oh, I was going to tell you, 2 things. We were going to do the princesses. You know what? We'll do that next week. Princesses. List the princesses. All right. That's everybody's homework assignment. Make a list of the princesses, and we'll compare notes next week. Next week, we're going to play what I'm calling Disney playoffs. So if you're a sports-minded person at all, when they have the playoffs for Major League Baseball. Hey, Caitlin, how are you? Yeah, have a good night. You as well. When they have Major League Baseball playoffs, you have, Team A plays Team B and Team C plays Team D, and the winners then go on to play each other. I'm going to design a bracket like that, and we're going to do Disney playoffs, princesses versus princesses, ride versus ride, show versus show. And I'll give you the match, and you pick who you like to win. And we'll each maybe have our own winners, but it'll be fun. Awesome, Caitlin. I'd love for you to join us next week. Next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Disneyac, you got to wait till next week for that game. I just dreamt that up. Podcast dropped yesterday morning. If you haven't had a chance to listen to it, it's on the YouTube channel, Park Live Podcast, or on Spotify. I dropped yesterday was chapter 2 of the history of Walt Disney World. Chapter 1 the week before was Why Florida. Yesterday's chapter was about opening day attractions. I can tell you that next Monday, which is Labor Day, that chapter 3 is about tickets, fast pass, park hopping. I'm not sure what chapter 4 will be yet, but again, I probably have 10, 12, 15 chapters that we'll do to cover the history of Walt Disney World. Kind of fun stuff. So anyway, I think that's a wrap for tonight. I want to thank you guys for joining. Glad you guys enjoyed the shirt. I can't wait to wear it down in Florida in November. We'll enjoy it. Blake said it was a great podcast. Enjoyed it very much. Thanks, Blake. I appreciate that. I saw your comment. Thank you. I so appreciate that. I'm so excited for you and the girls. So 2 weeks from tomorrow, Blake and his girls will be heading to Disney. So maybe the night before you'll join us for our live for a little bit, unless you are so excited that you can't stand it, or you're last minute Louis packing, and that's what you have to do that night. Either one, I guess. So thanks for joining. I appreciate it so much. Do this every Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. on the Park Life Podcast YouTube channel, on Mike_Disney Travel on TikTok. I drop the podcast on Monday mornings on Park Life Podcast YouTube and Spotify, usually about 5 a.m. Eastern. Love having you guys hang out with me. I enjoy this a lot. Thank you so much for your time tonight. I appreciate it. Have a great night and even better tomorrow. And remember, when you wake up tomorrow, it'll be a great day to be alive. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.